Biržai, known also by several alternative names, is a city in northern Lithuania. Biržai is famous for its reconstructed Biržai Castle manor, and the whole region is renowned for its many traditional recipe beer breweries. The name of the town is of Lithuanian origin and is spelled in different forms in other languages. Biržai, Biržai, and Biržai. History. The town's first written mention dates to 1455. The construction of Biržai Castle began in 1586, and the town was granted Magdeburg rights in 1589. In 1575, as preparation for the castle's construction, a dam was built on the Lithuania and Biržai rivers at their confluence, and the artificial lake Cervena, covering about 40 square kilometers, was created. It is the oldest surviving artificial lake in Lithuania. The town's history is closely associated with the Radziwill family. Jerzy Radziwill was the first noble to settle in the town. Later, after his daughter, Barbara Radziwill married the Grand Duke of Lithuania and King of Poland Sigismund II Augustus in 1547, the power and influence of the family grew immensely. The Radziwill family established a Protestant church and school, and the city became a cultural center of the Protestant Reformation in Lithuania. The local community of Lithuanian Jews, which settled in the Duchy of Biržai at the end of the 16th century, was influential, establishing an interest-free loan society, 2 major flour mills, and an international linen export business. The Islamic Lipka Tatars performed military, police, and postal duties for the Radziwill family. During the wars with Sweden, Biržai Castle was an important point of defense. In 1625, Gustavus Adolphus, King of Sweden, attacked the castle with 8,000 soldiers and it was forced to surrender. The castle was left in ruins and was rebuilt, only to be burnt in 1655. In 1662 to 1669, it was rebuilt again in Renaissance style. On the 9th of March 1701, August II the Strong and Peter I of Russia signed a pact in the castle to unite the forces against Sweden. However, in 1704 the castle was completely destroyed and was left in ruins until its restoration in the 1990s. The town's population suffered greatly due to wars and religious conflicts between the Protestants and Catholics. In the late 18th century, Biržai lost its city rights. The Radziwills lost the wealth and influence, and Biržai was sold to the Tiskovich family to cover debts in 1811. In 1849 to 1862, the Tiskovich family built a neoclassic Ostravas manor palace across the lake from the site of the original castle. In 1869, the town had about 2,600 residents. 30 years later the population had grown to 4,400. During World War II, the entire Jewish population of Biržai was annihilated. 15 Jews were shot to death by German soldiers at the Biržai Jewish Cemetery in July 1941. On 8 August 1941, Gestapo and Lithuanian collaborators murdered the entire Jewish population of the town, some 2,400 people, by shooting them to death at a mass grave in a forest grove 3 kilometers outside the town. The town was almost completely burned down during the war. In 1968, the population reached 10,000. Currently there are 15,000 people living in Biržai. Geography. The northern part of the city, along with Lake Cervena, lies within Biržai Regional Park. About 9,000 sinkholes have been identified in the park, formed abruptly after gypsum in the soil has been dissolved by underground water. Some of these holes are dry, while others have become small ponds or lakes filled with water from the many underground rivers and streams. New holes appear annually. According to local legends, legend, the 20-meter-deep sinkhole known as Kavsola was discovered by a farmer after his cow disappeared. A tunnel at its bottom leads to an underground cave and lake. Climate famous people. Jurgis Bielinis, publicist and one of the main organizers of illegal book smuggling at the time of the Lithuanian press ban. Kazis Binkis, poet, playwright. Romualdas Brazauskas, basketball referee. Bernardas Brazdzionis, poet. Vladas Garistas, basketball coach. Petras Kalpakas, painter. Jonas Mekas, filmmaker. Alfonsis Petrulish, signatory of the Act of Independence of Lithuania. Jerzy Radziwiłł, great hetman of Lithuania. Zydrunas Savikas, strongman. Jokubas Senas, signatory of the Act of Independence of Lithuania. Austrian Olympic silver medal winner. Janis Skumantiskevich, Balis Ruerga, poet, playwright, critic, and literary theorist. Elchanan Wasman, famous Lithuanian rabbi, disciple of Chofetz Chaim.